So much everyone for coming here today and attending this session. Uh, Coming back to North South is very special for me because, as you know, I was a student here and it was always, exciting to be in a class. And you might be thinking that, yeah, sure, tell us about it. We hate coming to the university. You'll only realize it once you actually go into a corporate job. Then you'll feel how exciting it is to come back to university, meet your friends, and get to interact with them. That will be a rare thing in your life. So cherish the moment. And the last skill that Farzana was mentioning, sleeping, please let's keep that aside for 2 hours and let's see what we have here today. Actually, I tried to combine two topics here, managing talents and gearing up for your first job. But you will see that even if some people are working here, I'm assuming, so there we will be touching upon some topics which will help the people who are already working as well, because we don't stay in one particular job forever, right? We do switch jobs. So some of the things we'll discuss here will help them as well. So broadly, we will touch upon these topics. These are some of the topics, but later you will discover that there are more topics we will cover. The skill gaps, the online presence, and corporate myths, and how to ace the process. Before that, let's do something interesting. All of you have your phones with you, right? You cannot deny because I was seeing everybody browsing through your phones. Okay. So can you search your name in Google and see what are the first 5 findings you get? Is there anything interesting coming up? I see you smiling. What did you find? Your first 5 searches? Nothing? Oh, that's fine. Once your friend is done, you can use his phone to find out. So you don't actually have to share with me, but this is an eye-opener, right? Because nowadays, just imagine, we are available at the fingertips of our employers. So whenever you're applying for a job, they might just search your name in Google and try to find out anything that's associated with you. So that's scary and that's exciting at the same time. So you don't want them only to know about your Facebook page, right? So if you're writing articles, if you are taking participation, if you're participating in any other activities, there are chances that those things will come up as well. So that's the thing you would want people to see, right? So maybe you would like to work on that. So see, the online presence is very important. Your Facebook page. Nowadays, even the employers, suppose they see your CV and find it interesting, so they will try to see that, okay, let me see how this person is in their social life. And if they search your name in Facebook and see that, okay, you are using a lot of, offending languages to your friends or family members, or in general making silly comments to the government initiatives and things like that. So maybe that employer will not be very excited to hire you. Make a complete LinkedIn profile. We will definitely talk about LinkedIn profiles in details, but it's important. And remove your association with, suppose, www.hackers.com. And these type of websites and links, if you're associating yourself with, it's high time, please don't do that, because your employers are always watching. So what kind of LinkedIn profile do you think it is? Pretty nice, right? You would hire somebody who has a LinkedIn profile like this immediately, wouldn't you? No? Why not? What's wrong with it?
Unprofessional picture.
Unprofessional? Why? It's a nice mask.
Real life.
Sorry?
Real thing. But
Sorry?
what is real identity?
Real identity? Why is it important, real identity? Okay, so that's a very good thing. Like, it's a good picture, but in a wrong platform. Because this is actually a mirror. LinkedIn is actually a mirror for yourself to be, which you want your employers to see. So you don't want a picture where it's not visible, or taking a selfie in a very, informal setup, or I am going for a wedding ceremony with all blinkies and all that, and I just want to take a picture and I'll put it as my, LinkedIn profile. I wouldn't do that. And see, the headline, it's not even clear. It's somehow edited, and if you see the profile, you'll see only two things written: current, previous education, but nothing is written. What is that person doing? Where is that person studying or studied or whatever? Nothing is mentioned there. So, what do you actually need to make a good LinkedIn profile? And that is not only for people who are looking for jobs. That is actually for everybody who's in a profession somehow or the other, right? So a clear picture should be there, and it's advisable not to put up just a passport picture because it's very boring. So a picture in a professional setup would be nice. Your headline should reflect your current role or university. If you're a student, then current university. If you're already working, then your current role. Because many of the profiles I see, I'm looking for a new opportunity. Trust me, I don't even take 2 seconds to ignore the profile. Because it's not a good promotion of yourself that you're looking for a new opportunity, right? And your About Me section should be concise, and it should highlight your career interests clearly. What you want. How do you want to portray yourself? That is very important, right? As your Farzana Miss was mentioning, that we have many skills, but how many do you want to show to others, and how many do you want people to find out about you? So that is important. Suppose many of us are involved in part-time jobs, right? Since we're studying, we are doing part-time jobs. So we feel that, oh no, this is a part-time job, what should I write about it? Trust me, it is very important that you write about it in your LinkedIn profile, because that shows that you are hardworking, that shows the skills you are building, developing by doing that work. Till now, do you have any questions or queries or anything you would like to ask? Yes.
Now we have the option to log
Mhm.
How to see?
In LinkedIn or Facebook?
In Facebook.
Yeah.
We get friend requests from the profile, but it's logged.
Logged.
But what impressions that we can have about these people?
Yeah, this is something that you mentioned very valid, because, in Facebook, we don't want maybe we don't want everybody to see everything. So that is, if you are locking your Facebook profile, then LinkedIn becomes more important for you to be very updated on that. Because if somebody cannot find you in Facebook, that's fine. An employer will still think that, okay, yeah, so you must keep the other option open. But if you feel that, no, I'm too shy in LinkedIn as well, so then better don't open a LinkedIn profile at the first place, right? Because this is something, and trust me, I have worked in talent acquisition. I'm now working as head of HR. LinkedIn comes in very, very handy. We don't have that much time like to call up, 30 people to find out who is interested for a job or who has the relevant talent. So LinkedIn just within 10 minutes gives me an idea of who are working in similar industry, who are working in similar roles. So if I need to invite somebody, if I need to meet up with somebody for professional reasons, I can just go ahead and connect over LinkedIn. So it's very important. Okay. Another very important and relevant thing for all of us. not only for who are looking for a job, but also who are already in a profession, because we do need to switch jobs from time to time. CV and resume. Even though corporates are requesting for CVs, but they actually mean resumes, because we don't want 3 to 4 pages of detailed description of what you have done, what you could do, and things like that. In a marketing 101 class, I did this, these are the projects, I interviewed 50 people. Keep something for your interview itself, right? So 1 or 2 pages brief document, exciting document, crisp document will take you a long way. So this could be a basic guideline for you while if you are writing your CV for the first time, or even revising it. So 1 or 2 pages maximum. Don't use paragraphs of descriptions. Icons should be very professional and not too eye-catchy. No chunks of text. And nowadays I see in the CVs people use some percentages.